Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into another video of King Arthur Legends Rise. If you guys don't know what King Arthur Legends Rise is, it's a brand new turn-based RPG that just came out about 2.5 weeks ago or so, and it's been really fun. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure to head over to my description down below, click the link, or in the pinned comment section, and it'll take you over to their official page, and then you could download the game and go from there, and you'll also be supporting me at the same time. So let's get right into it. At the time of this recording, we are currently about 16 days into playing the game since the release of the global launch. So we're exactly day 16, and I've been playing this game every single day. It's been really fun, really enjoyable. I've been playing it more than any other games that I normally play ever since the release of this game. And I guess we could start with like the positives, right? I made a list of things I wanted to talk about as far as like positives and the negatives, right? Because I wanted to be honest with you guys and tell you my thoughts on, what I think of the game so far. But let's just start with the graphics and animation. If you guys have seen trailers, if you guys seen any gameplay of the game so far, the game is beautiful, right? It's very detailed. It's very nice and crisp looking. It's gonna depend on what settings you have it on, of course, right? Because that'll change out the graphics settings, and that'll deter on how it looks and whatnot. But as far as like if you're on the phone, if you have it on best settings, if you have it on PC, right? It's available on PC and mobile. I have it on best settings, and I'm playing on PC right now, so it looks really nice. But more so than like the home screen, it's the actual animation and the boss battles and like the fights that you see that look really clean. And I guess I'll just head over in here and just show you what I mean. So two of the main places I've been farming a lot are the Burning Land and the Plane of the Beast, which is going to be crucial to farm because Burning Land gives a lot of gold, Plane of Beast gives you a lot of the materials that you're able to use to rank up your heroes. And let's just go over to Plane of the Beast and check it out. So I'm going to go to a stage that I can't beat at the moment, so I'm stuck at stage 8, I guess. I'm able to do stage 7, but the point here is the animation. So I'm just gonna let this run, and we're gonna segue into another area after I show you this. So this right here, what you're seeing is the animation of the opening, right? Looks very nice, right? But even like the boss fight, I mean, I guess I could consider this a boss. So his name is Penvide, I'm not really sure. But look at that, guys. Really clean, really crisp. I have it on 1x speed full auto. And you could actually go up to 3x speed as well, which is really nice. I guess that could be like another bonus thing that I really like about the game. But yeah, so you can go to 3x speed and just go super quick, right? But we're gonna bring it down to 1 speed so you can actually see what's going on a little bit. So as you can see, really clean, looks really nice, really smooth. The graphics are beautiful. Another thing I really like about this game, I guess, is going to be, so this will be, I guess, number 2 in a way, is you could end these battles at any point, no matter who you're fighting, right? Whether you're fighting in the story mode, whether you're fighting a boss like this in a dungeon, or wherever it is, right? You can fight this. It costs stamina, aka energy, to fight these areas, but you could just quit, you could forfeit, or you could even like lose the fight and they won't take your stamina, right? Really good, because a lot of other, I guess, gacha games or like RPG games in the past that I played, or mobile games, whatever you want to call it, whenever you do a battle and you go in there, your energy is gone, right? As soon as you enter, they take your energy. That's it. So you don't get it back. I mean, hopefully you win that battle, whatever it is, but you don't get it back. But in this game, you forfeit, you lose, you disconnect, whatever, you are going to get your stamina back, right? They're going to hand it right back to you. You never lost it, okay? Because you never finished the run. So that's pretty much how it is. So I'm still 12 out of 102. Wait, is that what I started at? I don't remember. Oh, whoops, 102 out of 144. So yeah, we didn't lose anything. I'll just do it again just to show you. Ready? Start the battle. It's 30 mana to use this fight right now, right? And we were at 104, right? Forfeit. No worries. There it is, 102 out of 144 energy still. So number 3, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the story and the immersion. The story is really nice. It's very detailed. They go into a lot of things where you can actually skip it if you want to, but if you want to read it too, it's pretty interesting. But as far as the immersion goes, now when you play the main story for the very first time on normal mode, they're going to take you into an RPG world basically, where you can actually walk around with WASD if you're playing on PC, WASD, or you can use your mouse click away and then go wherever you want to, or if you're on your phone, you can use your thumb, your finger, whatever, to move around and just, roam the world. So that's pretty much campaign normal mode in the beginning. But once you complete normal mode, you are going to go to hard, and you could go back to normal if you want to, but you're not able to, walk around in the RPG. But the walk around immersion portion is still in the game because you have an adventure mode you can do, and it's a lot of things you can do here. There's a long adventure mode, and at the moment I think I could get up to like maybe chapter 4 or 5, because it does get harder and harder. But once you step foot into this adventure mode, you're pretty much immersed into an RPG realm, right? And the game is pretty much an RPG. Right now, I'm walking around with Wazda, and there's a lot of things I can collect along the way with like free resources over here, do some free quests, and you know, just go on to the next, I guess like the next mission, right? So I can just click this as well and just let it roam, and I'm completely hands-free, so I don't have to worry about where I'm going. So it just takes me where I need to go. So this is the very cool aspect of the game as well. It's not just like a stare at the computer, stare at your phone, and just click one spot, go there, boom, that's it, right? It's not one of those games. You can actually have another way to play. But the awesome thing about this adventure is it does not require any stamina at all, right? It's completely just free. Whatever you can get up to, whatever you can complete, that's what it is. So when you do eventually run out of stamina, which you will, you're going to be able to farm, or you're able to, you know, go into the adventure, take fights there, and get free resources along the way. And that's another area in the game where you can actually, you know, just mess around in. All right, so the fourth thing I love about this game is, all right, at first, the game, it can be overwhelming. There's a lot going on. But the game does a really, really good job holding your hand, giving you a guidance on where to go, what to do, with as simple as the Royal Road, because it'll give you like a pretty much like a tree pathway to tell you what you should be doing next, and you could try to get there and get it done. But they also throw out a lot of red dots in the game to tell you like, oh, do this next, you know, build up your castle to level it up next, level up your forge, level up your steel mill, level up your lumber yard. Don't forget to collect these. It's still available, like over here, right? It gives you all these like these hints and these help guidance, right? So that's what I really appreciate about the game as well. So it doesn't make it too overwhelming. It can come across that way at first, but you'll get a lot used to it as you go on. And again, the game is very, very helpful in that regard. Now, the next thing I really, really like about this game is going to be, as I said before, I'm 100% free to play. As of right now, the game is very free to play friendly for the most part. And what I appreciate is a lot of games that when you first start playing, right, you just start with like a bunch of rares. You don't get any legendaries. Like they don't give you legendaries, right? They make you really, really work for it. And not to say that it's a bad thing or a good thing, but I appreciate that in King Arthur Legends Rise, they pretty much let you start with 2 legendaries for free, right? The first one was Tristan. You get him like pretty early on, as like when you play in the story mode. I think he's like maybe like 10-15 minutes into the game, they'll give them to you, right? And then the next one here is someone you have to summon, but this is like an automatic summon that has to happen, because you're going to be given a bunch of like free, I guess, summons you're able to do with a different kind of summons. I don't have it available now, so I can't show you, but from that, you're guaranteed to get Morgan. So you will eventually get her along the way as well. And I think I got her maybe like an hour into the game or something. So she was also completely free. So they start you with 2 free legendary heroes, and they're really, really good. They're pretty much like a staple in my team right now. Now, different parts of the game will use different kind of characters, so I don't use them for everywhere, but I use them for most places. I do. So that's another thing I really, really like about this game as well. And continuing to add on to the free-to-play friendly portion, like this game, like you don't have to have legendaries to succeed in the game, right? You can actually get by really, really well with the rare champions and rare heroes. I've talked to my friend Odd One Gaming, who is really into this game as well, and I've seen a lot of like video guys and whatnot, and everybody talks about how amazing the rare champions and rare heroes are in the game, and it's true. They're really, really good, and those are the first heroes you're actually going to be taking to 6 stars, rank 6 to rank level 60 anyways. It's not going to be the legendary heroes, because honestly, they're kind of expensive to rank up, right? They take pretty much double the resource of a rare hero. So it's going to be the rare heroes that you focus on first. And as you can see here, I actually took 3 heroes to rank 6. And the first 3, it was 3 rares, even though I had 2 legendaries to begin with. You see what I'm saying? So the Tristan and Morgan are 2 heroes that I eventually will take to rank 6 and level 60. But first, I started with my Kay, who was pretty much the carry of my entire team because she's really strong. And then I also went with Anguish, who was also someone else you will get for free, like on day 10, I think, who's really, really good as well because he provides dots. And another one is going to be Clementine, who is hands down like probably my favorite hero at the moment because she's really, really good. She's a great healer. She hits pretty hard, and she's carried my team a lot as far as like, you know, dungeon and progression goes. And I did happen to get lucky along the way and pull some other characters like a Merlin, right, who's huge, and I also pulled a Lancelot, who's also huge. So I have options to take to 60 for other characters, but at the moment I took Merlin to 6 stars because I found him to be the most overall like helpful, even though the other two are really really good too. But I could have easily taken Morgan to 6 stars too, but anyways, I'm getting off track here. So like I said, the game is very free to play friendly for the most part, but you have the options to spend too if you want to. If you want to support the developers, if you want to support the game, then you could spend. If you want to progress faster, that's completely up to you, right? That's your personal preference, your choice. Now for me, I want to just enjoy the game as much as I can and just try to be challenged, right? Just being free to play friendly. And also eventually I want to provide more content for you guys that can be more relatable. For those of you that are stuck somewhere and having trouble beating something, then maybe I could put out a guide. And coming from someone that's 100% free to play, then if I could do it, you could do it too, right? That kind of thing. So that's another thing, I guess, like as far as like being really free to play friendly as far as the game goes so far, even though it is challenging. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. So the next thing I really like about this game so far, it is challenging but fun. I run into a few areas in the game where I'm like, dang, this is really hard, but I kept at it. I kept focusing on like upgrading my heroes' gear, just farming other areas to level their the characters itself, ranking them up, etc. And then the fight that really really gave me a lot of trouble was going to be the final fight of this. This stage right here. So campaign mode, I guess story mode on normal, chapter 10, stage 7. So 10-7. This was hard. Like, it was hard for me at the beginning because I don't really know what's going on. But then like once I guess I kept trying different things and I'm like, okay, so I need to basically keep resetting my, okay, so this is a really bad start. I have to basically keep resetting my run until I start with the damage dealer because that's who I need out here. My healer's not going to do squat for me here. So just an example, right? This was a really really hard dungeon, or not dungeon, a really really hard fight for me at first, but I found it challenging but fun because I wanted to keep trying different things to try to overcome it, and eventually I beat it. So that was great, right? So that's just another example. It's really challenging but a fun game so far. Now the next thing I want to talk about, what I really like about the game is very very detailed and polished. Like as I've shown you a lot of things in the game already, there's so many different elements to the game as far as like heroes, like what you can do with them, like not only just the equipment and just the gear that you can upgrade. There's other things you can unlock, like the belt here, like the orb, and then eventually I can unlock this right here. I forgot what this is called, this portion. But this is the third slot I can open up eventually, and that just adds on more stats, adds on more gear that I can put on my heroes. And not only that, just the equipment alone, right? That's one part of it. The other part is going to be the relics here. So you can actually eventually, I guess, farm up resources and then, craft or summon one of these like relics. And there are 3 relics in the game: a green relic, a red relic, and then a blue relic. So different relics you're going to need for different abilities, I guess, and also different, I guess, affinities in the game that you're versing against. So let's say you're fighting against a really, I don't know, a boss that's kind of hard, or an opponent that's hard and they have like all blue. Then in this game, green beats blue, red beats green, and then blue beats red. So, naturally I want to try to pick the affinity that has an advantage against them so I can do more damage and whatnot, right? So that's another element to it too. But not only that, you can actually upgrade your relics and make them stronger for your, I guess, like buffer your stats on your champion or hero. Now on top of that too, there's another thing called chivalry, which pretty much increases their ability, like pretty much like their skills, right? Extra skills that they get added to them, like the extra attack percentage, extra HP, extra defense percentage, and this stuff you'll be able to farm up over time as well, or pull additional copies of these heroes, and you can use them as resource to buffer their chivalry, right? That's what it's called. So, and then you can even increase their skills, right? There's so much like details you can look at. There's so much things you can work on here, and then just continue enjoying the game that way. Now, the final thing I want to talk about that I really really like about this game, because I pretty much covered like most of the everything else, right, is I really appreciate that this game does not like throw all these pack offers in your face, right? They just like blow up the entire screen, like shoving all these pack offers down your throat, making you want to buy it or like look at it, right? Now they do have it over here on the side with red dots telling you that this came out, this is out, and then every time you do beat a certain boss or certain I guess area in the game, they will throw out a brand new pack offer for you, saying like, congrats, you do want to buy this pack offer, to maybe like buffer or like boost up your account, right? They'll do that like, that like every once in a while like that, but not like all up in your grill, you know what I mean? It's just some games out there, like another game that I play, You know what I'm talking about. That game, now they will shove pack offers down your throat and up your face and all, right? All up in your grill. And it's like, it's so excessive and annoying and it's too much. So in that regard, I really appreciate that they don't do that, right? They're very, they try to keep their you know, they try to respect you a little bit on that, in that sense. All right, so I talked about all the positive things I like about this game. Now let's talk about some of the negative things I don't like as much about the game. And these aren't something that are going to like derail the game or anything like that, or, you know, me say like this game is not good because of this. It's not like that. It's just me kind of nitpicking a couple things that I wish were a little bit different, but you know, just I want to be honest with you guys. So the first thing first is going to be the stamina cap. Now, when it comes to the stamina, one thing you want to be careful of and know is that whenever you level up your character count, right? Right now I'm level 31, so you start at level 1, right? And then you start with like, I think it's like 24 out of 24 energy, something like that. I think that's the cap. And then slowly, as soon as you level up, you're going to increase the cap on your energy, your stamina, right? So right now I'm 144 cap and I have 106 I can use. So what I don't like is that whenever I level up and I'm about to level up, you want to make sure you use up all your stamina, because as soon as you level up, now the stamina cap will increase, yes, but let's say you have less than the stamina cap, right? It's only going to increase up to the cap of whatever you had. So for example, let's say right now I leveled up, right? I'm currently 106 stamina, right, out of 144, so I have 38 stamina unused. Now my stamina cap will increase, I don't know, let's just say for example to like 148, right? So as soon as I level up to level 32, my stamina cap will increase to 148, and my unused stamina, right, that I have at 106, it'll only increase to the cap of where the cap actually is. So it'll be 148 out of 148. So instead of adding a bunch of, I guess like an extra stamina on top of what I already had, it only goes to the max of the cap. If you're over the cap, let's say like you use one of your, I have some stamina here that I didn't use that I can use. Actually, you know what? Let me show you over here. So when I go over to the rural road, I have 100 stamina that I can collect, right? If I collect this, it'll go to 206 out of 144. Again, let's say I level up. It'll stay at 206, and then the right side cap will go up to 148. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it won't add any extra energy or stamina on top of what you already have. It'll only fill it up all the way to the cap, or won't fill it up at all if you're already over the cap, like as far as like overflowing. So I guess like that's the only thing I wish was a little bit different, but that's just me nitpicking a little bit. And maybe because I'm free to play, you know, I really want more energy and more stamina, and like the more the merrier. But again, just a nitpicking thing for me in that aspect. All right, so now the final thing I want to talk about that's going to be a dislike in the game, and they do a nice way to, I guess, make up for it in a way, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So it is going to be the gold. So you need gold for everything. Gold is the currency used for leveling your gear, upgrading your gear, ranking up your heroes, pretty much everything. Going to the forge, buying, I guess, like items, crafting materials, crafting relics, crafting, I guess, equipment, whatever, crafting potions, whatever it is. Like everything in the game that you do is going to require gold. Leveling up your buildings, everything needs gold. So, like, I wish the gold aspect, it was a little bit more lenient, I guess. Not as expensive, but sometimes it can get really, really expensive. Like when I was like just like, I guess, equipping my new heroes and like trying to enhance my heroes. Let's just give an example. So a new hero that I made recently was, I think it was Merlin, right? Was it Merlin? I think so. No, it wasn't. Was it Merlin? Okay, it was one of these heroes. So I did make a brand new hero that I wanted to, I guess, like build, and they cost a lot of like gold to enhance. So what I mean by enhancement is taking your equipment and then upgrading it to whatever, right? To level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, right? You upgrade it, and eventually this gold, it goes really, really, really quickly. So that's one thing that it kind of hurts, because again, I'm 100% free to play. So again, this is probably me just nitpicking. So I'm trying to do everything I can efficiently as possible. But I'm going to turn a bad thing into a good thing, as far as something I dislike into a positive that they did add onto the game, which is cool. So one of the dungeons you'll be farming a lot of is going to be in the restricted area, and that's going to be Gorgos. Now here, is where they make up for that aspect, I guess, right? Now, they're going to give you this option to farm this dungeon, and you will be farming this dungeon, trust me, because you're going to be getting a lot of EXP potions, you're going to be getting a lot of gold out of this, and that is how you rack up your gold. So at least they give you a dungeon that's prioritizing the resources that you need to be able to progress and, you know, just get further and further. So that is one thing that they do make up for, which I do appreciate. But again, it's a nitpick for me. I just wish the gold for everything wasn't as excessive and, you know, as expensive, I guess you could say. So again, me nitpicking as a 100% free-to-play player. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover as far as like things I didn't like as much about the game, and then things I love about the game, etc. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys do try out this game, because this game is awesome, man. Like, I don't remember the last time I liked the game so much. Like, as far as like in recent memories, as much as this, when it comes to like a mobile game that is also cross-platform that you can play on PC. This game is really fun. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to do that. The game is called King Arthur Legends Rise. Make sure to head over to my description down below or in the pinned comment section and use that link to go to the official page and download the game, because you'll be supporting me and you'll be enjoying the game and going on this adventure with me as well. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys enjoy my content, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that, and I'll see you all in the next video.